When I became president of the Association of Women Surgeons a year ago, I had high hopes for 2020. Our theme for last year's AWS conference, Sculpting Our Future, brought to mind the image of a sculptor sitting before a block of marble, slowly and deliberately carving a majestic creation out of the seemingly blank, lifeless stone. It was as if we believed a masterpiece might magically spring from this block of marble, delicately sculpted by our surgeons' hands. But alas, I am not an artist, and 2020 has been anything but delicate. Our vision for 2020 has been tested and weathered. The man-made and natural disasters of this year have been unparalleled in our lifetime. The COVID-19 pandemic, the toll it has placed on us both personally and professionally, the racism and police brutality resulting in the murders of Ahmaud Arbery, George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and others, underscore the inequities of our society. Wildfires and hurricanes, and most recently the death of Ruth Bader Ginsburg, a champion of gender equity. It is as if our beautiful piece of marble had fault lines buried beneath the surface, and with each tap of the hammer, we have exposed another fissure in the marble. Rather than conforming to our vision for this piece of stone, the year has revealed the cracks, the imperfections, as if the marble had a mind of its own. Not once, but again and again, our visions for this year have been altered. But we, you and I, are warriors. We are resilient. We are survivors. And like the Venus de Milo, with or without arms, our future will emerge from the marble in front of us. How will we do this? We will sculpt our future by being resilient. Our path has never been a straightforward one. As women in surgery, I know of no one who has started on this road and was consistently told that she had what it takes to be a leader in the field of surgery. No, quite the opposite. As women in surgery, from the moment we first felt the calling to surgery, we were told again and again that we were not enough. We were not strong enough to be surgeons, let alone surgeons and people, mothers or leaders. Some believed what they were told and walked away from surgery, but not you and I. We persevered and became surgeons. We sculpt our future by returning to our values. When the world is at its most crazy, a pandemic, cultural divides, racism, microaggressions, when the world seems to be splitting at its seams, we return to our values. Equity, advocacy, integrity, and diversity. We believe in equity in our profession, in leadership, in pay, and in opportunity. We believe that by advocating for the lives of women surgeons, we will improve the lives of all surgeons, as well as the quality of care for our patients. We know that truthfulness, honesty, and integrity are crucial in our journey. We believe that the world of surgery is better for its diversity, embracing the wealth of knowledge and insight that is obtained through multiple perspectives. We return to knowing that we, you and I, are strong enough, smart enough, courageous enough, and ambitious enough. We will return to the goals we chose for the Association of Women Surgeons: to engage, empower, excel. How do we do this? We sculpt our future by speaking up. We need to speak up more often, and this is not easy. We need to use our hard-fought social capital to counter the microaggressions, to push the envelope, to question the status quo. Enough of accepting the inadequate number of women who are professors, chairs, who receive grants, are honored with awards, or who go into the field of surgery. Each day seems to expose a new inequity. Despite having women who have broken the glass ceiling, we still haven't leveled the playing field. We need to do this for ourselves and for our future. We must forge a path for the next generation, so when our residents, our medical students, our children have pursued their dreams of becoming a surgeon, they can concentrate on improving the lives of our patients, defeating disease processes, rather than overcoming prejudice. We sculpt our future by changing the way the world thinks about us. Over the past few years, we have made progress towards changing the norms and perceptions of what a surgeon should be, how she should act, how she takes care of patients. I look like a surgeon, the New Yorker cover challenge, her time is now. We have taught the world that a surgeon can be compassionate, she can be kind, she can have soft hands and a warm heart. We are changing the way our patients view us, our colleagues view us, our society views us. We will teach our patients and our colleagues that the merits of a surgeon are not defined by her phenotype, her shape, her gender, her color, her accent, but by her strong mind, her caring heart, and her skillful hands. How will we do this? We will sculpt our future by collaborating. We are consensus builders, allies, conspirators. From the earliest days of this society, Patricia Newman collaborated with Claude Organ to increase opportunities for both women and minorities within the world of surgery. We are working to strengthen our relationships with multiple organizations: the American College of Surgeons, the Association of Academic Surgery, Society of Black Academic Surgeons, the Latino Surgical Society, the Society of Asian Academic Surgeons, and the newly formed Association of Out Surgeons and Allies. We are increasing our collaborations, our interactions, our common purpose. Together, we are showing the world of surgery that diversity in and of itself is a worthy goal that benefits our profession. We are teaching that diversity is not limited to gender, but is inclusive of race, religion, sexual orientation, and choice of practice. Together as allies, we are moving this cause forward. You and I know that we are better and stronger together. We will sculpt our future by listening to each other. While the world outside is crazy and some try to destroy our community and our profession, we must stop and listen to each other. We must hear each other's stories, acknowledge what makes us different, our colors, our religion, our experiences, and bond over what makes us alike. We must educate ourselves, learn about each other, and stop and ask and be curious about our differences when we do not know or understand. We will be joined by our mutual dreams, our hopes, our love of our patients and our profession. We will celebrate what makes us each unique. You and I will stand up for each other and support each other, and we will promise to amplify, sponsor, mentor each other to build our future and the future of our profession. We will sculpt our future by overcoming and learning from our failures. And we will fail. We will try, and we will fail again. We will mess up, we will forget to speak, or we will speak up and we will say the wrong thing. But we must be compassionate with each other. And when we fail, we must forgive. We must commit to teaching each other, sharing our experiences, and being receptive to learning. We must show each other compassion and forgiveness. And when we, you and I, are the ones who fail, we must treat ourselves with the same compassion. We must not fear failure, but rather be brave in spite of the fear. You and I have the courage to rise up and try again and again. Next year, the Association of Women Surgeons turns 40 years old. We are far from the organization which Patricia Newman started in 1981. When walking into a meeting, she was asked what type of nurse she was or whose wife she was. We are far from a group a handful of women who can fit at a single table for lunch at the American College of Surgeons. We are 3,000 members strong, representing over 40 countries on 6 continents. Look at the women we have as role models. 4 women presidents of the American College of Surgeons, dozens of chairs of surgery, the women who have run major surgical organizations who lead the American Board of Surgery. Look at the community we have here today that we have created that supports, mentors, coaches, and amplifies each other. Look at what we have achieved, but we still have far to go. We need to decide that enough is enough, that it is no longer acceptable to tell a woman that she shouldn't or couldn't be a surgeon because she is a she, because she is too nice, too black, too brown, too queer, too religious, or too quiet. That surgery, our profession, our patients, our future, need you just as you are, and that you and I can make this a better world. The year 2020 has been disruptive in so many ways. Our homes, our work, our society, our world. For many of us, our very being has been threatened. But what if 2020 is the year of clear vision? What if for the first time we are actually able to see us as we really are? What if rather than imposing our vision on the marble, we stop and we look at the marble, its fissures, its cracks, its imperfections, and we use that as a guide for our masterpiece? What if 2020 provided us with the unexpected clarity to actually see where we needed to grow? What if 2020 was not the year we wanted, but it was the year we needed? The year that allowed us to change our world, our society, our profession, and to sculpt our future. I am deeply humbled to have been the president of the Association of Women Surgeons. I'm so very thankful for the mentors, the role models, the sponsors who've inspired me within this community. I want to thank the Council for your hard work, your clear minds, your disparate points of view, and your willingness to create change. But most importantly, I want to thank you, our members, who continue to impress me with your voices, your visions, your ingenuity. I have grown so much because of your collective resilience, strength, and honesty. Never forget that this is your association, that your vision is vital to our future, our success, and our mission. I can't wait to see what you create.